Hi everyone, welcome. Today for class I have a blanket and a bolster. We're going to be staying low and slow for class today, so you may find it nice to have something soft beneath you and for your knees. So when you gather your things and you feel ready, we'll start class in a seated position, just an easy cross leg. Hands can rest on the lap or on the knees. And just take a moment to arrive to your space. Maybe you soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just take a moment to scan through the body, starting at the top of the head and just working your way down. Eventually, noticing all the points of contact with your body and the mat beneath you. Feeling the support of the earth hold you. And start to notice your breath. We'll take 3 big breaths together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhaling deeply. Exhale, sigh it out. 2 more times, just on your own, just like that. And just allow your breath to settle into a normal, easy rate. And we'll start to invite in some movement. You can bring your hands to your knees. We'll go through some seated cat-cows. So inhale, draw your heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, curl in. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Just moving through this flexion and extension of the spine with your breath, at your own pace, your own rhythm. Just warming up the spine. Excellent. Come into a neutral spine, and we'll start to circle, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Just feeling the earth beneath us as we circle, noticing the corners of your seat. Once again, going as fast or as slow as your body calls to you today. Just following your breath. Next time you find yourself inhaling forward, change directions, exhale the opposite way back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. going in the opposite direction. Once you feel even and complete, allow the circles to get smaller and smaller, just until you get back into that neutral spine. We'll start to move the energy up some. So inhale, reach your arms up to the sky and cactus your arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Keep your arms in the cactus position, but drop your hands to your shoulders. Your elbows are pointing out to the horizon. Inhale, twist over to the left. And exhale, twist over to the right. A few times, starting off slow. Inhaling, looking over your left shoulder. Exhaling, looking over your right shoulder. Eventually, as your spine starts to warm up, if you'd like to quicken the pace some. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. At the end of your next exhale, just come back to center, dropping the rotation. You can drop your hands, noticing how you feel. And we'll start to warm up the neck. So drop the chin to the chest. And inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Just nodding your head up and down. If ever you have any tension in your neck, you hear any popping or grinding, maybe just back off a little. See what adjustments you can make to allow the movement to be smooth and easy on the neck. Coming into a neutral neck, we'll do the same thing, looking left and right, keeping this movement slow, looking left and right. When you're even on both sides, come back through center. Take your left hand, reach it over your head, placing it above the right ear, and slowly bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Now, the left hand isn't so much pulling the head down, but rather just resting on the side of the head. In fact, press the head into that hand and the hand into the head, creating an isometric stretch to the right side of the neck. If you'd like a little bit more, you can reach the right arm off to the side about a 45-degree angle. Maybe it even rests on the ground. Just a gentle stretch to the side of the neck. Breathing deeply here. Release. Come back to neutral. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Right hand reaches up and over, placing it above the left ear. Right ear to right shoulder. Once again, pressing the head into the hand and the hand into the head. Not so much pulling, but creating that isometric stretch and contraction. Maybe the left hand reaches off down to the side, stretching out through the left side of the neck. The vagus nerve runs from the brain down the sides of the neck to our heart, lungs, abdominal organs. It's a main component of the parasympathetic nervous system, creating a sense of calmness, ease, rest, and digest. Release. Come back just to a sitting position, and then we'll roll forward onto our hands and our knees. Maybe move the bolster out of the way. This is where I like to have a blanket under the knees, just to cushion a little bit. And we'll go through some cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping the chest, looking up. Exhale, rounding the spine, curling in. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. In a neutral position, take your right foot, stretch it out long behind you, tuck your toes, and then just going forward and back on the toes, stretching out the plantar fascia, the bottom of the foot, and the calf. And then eventually finding stillness. Maybe we even lift the right leg off the mat. You can crawl your left hand forward. Maybe it stays grounded, or maybe it reaches out long. Opposite hand and foot reaching in opposite directions. Finding balance through the core, through our center. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Do the same thing, other side. First, we'll start by extending the left leg behind us, tucking our toes, and just rocking back and forth. Stretching out the posterior or the back leg. Coming into a neutral position, maybe the left leg starts to elevate off the ground. Right arm, fingertips can crawl forward. Maybe even hand lifts. Finding balance in bird dog. We'll be here for one more breath. Exhale, release. This time, tuck both toes, lift the knees, hover just an inch or two off the ground. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower chest all the way to the ground, keeping the hands beside the low ribs. We'll inhale, look up for baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift the chest, cobra. Exhale, lower. This time, take your hands off to the sides of the mat, tent up on the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra. Then you can drop the right shoulder to the mat, looking to the left. Inhale, come up, drop the left shoulder to the mat, looking right. A few rounds like this, dancing through cobra, following your breath. You feel even, lower back down. Place your hands next to your low ribs, tuck your toes, and we'll push back into child's pose. Finding a moment of stillness here. Connecting with your breath. Inhale, rise back to hands and knees. We'll lift our right leg up off the mat. And then exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift it up, kick it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, this time, step it forward up to the front of the mat. Hands come to the inside of both of the foot. Just for a low, grounded lunge. In yin, we would call this dragon pose. We won't stay here as long as we would in a yin class. Just taking a moment to ground down through the hands and the feet. One more breath here. Push into the hands, walk the right leg back into hands and knees. Find balance between your limbs. Do the same thing on the other side. We'll start by inhaling the left foot to the sky. Exhale, rounding, curling it in. Inhale, kick the foot up to the sky. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, kick. Exhale this time, step that foot forward to the front of the mat, hands coming into the inside for a low grounded lunge. Maybe you'd like to drop into stillness. Perhaps you like a little bit more movement, just exploring sensation. Doing what your body calls for today. One more breath here. End of your exhale, press into your hands, step the foot back, coming back into hands and knees. Tuck the toes. This time, lift the hips, straighten the knees, coming into downward dog. You can pedal out the feet here, coming up onto your toes, maybe dropping the heels side to side. Eventually settling into stillness. And just be here for a breath or two. End of your exhale, drop back to your knees. And then we're just going to come into a seated position, however you'd like to get there. I'd like to cross my ankles and just roll back. From here, I'm actually going to come into a butterfly position, so feet come together, knees apart. I'm going to stay seated upright for now. I like to take my thumbs, pressing it about an inch below the big toe ball mound of my foot. And then like a book, I can open my feet, creating a little bit more of a stretch through the legs, the inner thighs. Now in butterfly, we're in external rotation of the hips. So keeping the right foot in external, right leg in external rotation, we're going to take the left leg and go into internal rotation, drawing that foot behind us. And you can adjust your legs just so that they're in a 90-90 position. So the right shin bone is parallel with the front of the mat. The left shin bone is parallel with the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen up tall, and exhale, folding forward. You can walk your hands forward as far as you'd like, maybe coming onto your elbows. Maybe you'd like to take a bolster. You can hug that, or even rest your head on it if you'd like. Just breathing. Noticing whatever sensations, thoughts, memories, or emotions may arise. And letting them go and coming back to the breath. One more breath here. End of your exhale, push yourself up. Keep the right foot as it is. Take your left foot, extend it out in front of you. Right foot comes into the inside of the left thigh for a seated tree or Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Hands can rest on the shin. Perhaps you find the ankle or the foot. One more breath here. Walk yourself back up. Take the right foot, cross it over the left leg, and then bend the left leg in. You're going to hug the right knee in. Place your right hand behind you, looking over your right shoulder for a seated twist. One more breath. End of your exhale, unwind, straighten both legs in front of you for Dandasana. Taking a moment to reset. Then feet come together, knees apart, back to Baddha Konasana, butterfly. This time, left leg stays in external rotation, right leg goes into internal rotation, 90-90 the other side, so left shin parallel with the front of the mat, right shin parallel with the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen up first, then exhale, fold forward. It's as far as you'd like to go today. Maybe you'd like to hug in on a bolster or even rest your head on it. Allowing your body to be supported by the earth beneath it. One more breath here. Walk yourself back up. Take the right leg, stretch it long in front of you. So left foot comes into the right thigh for seated tree or Janu Sirsasana, other side. Inhale, lengthen up tall first. Then exhale, fold forward. Hands can come to shin, ankle, or maybe to the foot. Folding forward. Noticing any sensations. And breathing into them. One more breath. Walk yourself up. This time take your left foot, place it on the outside of your right leg. Bend your right knee so the right foot comes to rest beside the hip. We'll twist over to the right, placing left hand behind you, looking over left shoulder. Thinking about keeping the sit bones grounded, growing tall through the spine, letting the twist really come from the thoracic rib cage, thoracic spine where the rib cage is attached. One more breath here. Unwind. Uncross your legs, come into Dandasana. Then from here, we'll just roll back onto our back. I'm going to take the blanket out from underneath me. Feet plant on the ground, knees up for a bridge. I'm going to actually walk my feet out towards the sides of the mat. The knees can rest together. Hands can be on the ground next to you, perhaps one on your heart, one on your abdomen. Just taking a moment to ground here. Hug your knees in, coming into a ball. You can rock side to side, massaging out the low back. Eventually, knees find their way to the left side. Arms can come out to a T or a cactus. Looking over to the right for a supine spinal twist. Just watching and following your breath, allowing it to lead the way. Slowly come back up through ball. Maybe rocked side to side again. And eventually, knees find their way to the other side. Hands in a cactus or a T, looking in opposite direction. Eventually coming back in through center. This time extend your legs out long. Coming into your favorite Shavasana. Hands can rest either down to ground, perhaps up to receive. Walking your shoulders underneath your heart. Maybe lifting one leg and then the other, stretching out long, taking up space. Eventually settling into stillness. And close or soften your eyes. Just taking this time to integrate practice. Scanning through your body again. Noticing perhaps what's changed from the start of class. Allowing the breath to be easy. Know that you can pause here for as long as you need. Otherwise, the next time you hear my voice, coming to the close of practice. So until then, take rest, take rest, take rest. Slowly, ever so gently, start to bring your awareness back to the space around you. In your mind's eye, see your body laying on your mat. Deepen your breath. Start to invite in some subtle movements to your fingers and your toes. Maybe circling your wrists and your ankles, rubbing the tongue to the roof of your mouth. Eventually, either curling in tight or stretching out long, rolling over to your favorite side into a fetal position, taking one complete round of breath here. Take all the time you need, eventually pushing yourself back into a seated position. Hands can either rest on the lap, perhaps to heart center. Just taking a moment of gratitude for showing up to the mat today, for nourishing and being kind to your body. The light and love in me sees the light and love in you. Namaste.